My thing's been dying
drop.
consistently, and I don't know why. Natalie's internet's working fine. Alright,
Ethan
so...
went to get water.
Okay.
I'm back.
So anyway, as I was saying, we successfully snuck out. Do you guys want to add anything to it?
Whose turn are we on?
Mine.
So, are you setting up the scene?
No, you guys had set it up saying where we were, and I was just saying that we're just sneaking out, so I don't know how to end that more than that. I said it's a good ending. That's why I'm confused. Like, I'm just sitting there and I'll just light up some more on Ethan's back while he's carrying me out.
I still don't know what happened to my character, so I can't really.
Then we can pan over to your character, and you're in cuffs, you're in the back of a car, and you're arrested. Alright.
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
You want to just play out my scene?
Huh?
You want to just play out my scene?
No, we're gonna remember there's an aftermath. Adam.
Yeah.
So you get to finish, don't worry. So next up is Ethan, and he has no choice but to have a bad circumstance no matter how it goes. So do you want to establish or resolve?
I'm gonna let you guys establish.
Okay. So
Well,
yeah, Jeff gets to go first.
alright, alright. After all the chaos, I say, okay, I have caught up with you kids. Still have no idea where Adam is. I don't know what else does anyone else want to add. You guys got anything?
I do. So I'm. So Jeff's character turns around at you and gives you a look that actually is a look of like relief, like I can't believe we got away, but you interpret it to be a look of you're a faggot. And I am going to hop off your back and be like, I'm just gonna sit down for a little bit. And Adam,
Okay.
what would you like to add?
Okay. Are we establishing this still?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
remember that we have to have cold-blooded score settling
Yes,
we do.
in this
As a
last scene,
reminder.
and there's no good ending available, so this is all bad.
Wait, is this the last scene of Act
This
2?
is the last scene
Yeah.
of Act 2.
I'm sorry, Jeff.
All right. So,
Goodbye, cruel world.
so we're on the side of the road, I guess, or something.
Yeah,
Right.
we're on like a sidewalk, and people are
All right.
walking around us and stuff.
So Jeff gives him that look, and then Ethan gets pissed, but he doesn't do anything. So Ethan just turns around. But then all of a sudden, someone runs by. And they just like slam into Ethan's shoulder, and then they turn down an alley. But Ethan whips around the other way, and he just
Oh, no.
sees Jeff looking there, smirking at him.
No, alright. So we even
There
have
you
more
go.
reason.
Oh, man.
Harpoon gun goes up.
Yep.
Shot rings out.
Are there any words? or,
No.
or just in his back? Just right in the back, just shoot him?
Right through the neck.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright, so we get to figure out if he survives. This is the fun part. Through the aftermath. So you shoot him in the back. I'm standing there, and then sitting there, and then cops just come running around all of us. And they're like, we need an ambulance, and we need backup, and blah, 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 blah. Anyone want to add anything else to that?
No.
I want to see the aftermath. And
I'm gonna reach out towards you guys and be like,
so
that's about it.
so Ethan,
I
the
just
way
have a cold look in my eyes.
the way the aftermath work is you roll based on the pool of good or bad that you got. And then it
Okay.
gives you a suggestion for how the aftermath plays out. And then we go in turn order, resolving each die we've gotten in a montage style, each explaining, what's happening afterwards.
Okay.
But going along
Wait.
with the skeletal structure of that the aftermath.
Are we supposed to do our own aftermath?
Yeah, we each go in turn order doing our aftermath.
What if we did it for each other?
It doesn't work that way. Okay, so rolling for Ethan. Ethan got a black 7. Pathetic. You'll suffer, oh dear God, will you suffer, and everyone will know of your malfeasance. Your stupidity, your lack of common sense and decency. You're probably gonna go to jail too.
Oh
Alright?
yeah, definitely.
So there's the architecture for yours, and then we'll go through them in turn order. So the aftermath for Jeff is going to be... Nothing to write home about. Back to where you started. Maybe sore and broke, just like yesterday and tomorrow. You probably learned something, though, and you probably survived. Like, the one thing you learned is probably how to do it right next time. ... next time.
Next time.
Okay?
Wow.
So, next is Adam. Adam got a weak. Hey, you're busted, beat, and broken down, but at least you've learned a lesson about human greed and frailty, right? It'll serve you well in prison, which is where you're headed.
Yeah, I knew that one already.
Mine. I can't imagine what happened to my character. My character. Not too shabby. You've made it out with dignity intact through some fluke. There might even be a little profit or self-respect or something. Time to throw a little party for all your friends.
I feel like you're actually just like chained up in jail in like a straitjacket. You just think you're partying.
Yeah.
I think he just got off because he needed to go to rehab.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll find out. So, first up is Jeff. And Jeff, your first experience is negative. So during your montage, you say when this is happening and what's happening.
I know exactly.
A little blurb.
I know exactly what happens.
So your first one is negative.
Okay, so I wake up in the hospital
Mm-hmm.
after this incident. It turns out I'm paralyzed from the neck down. Okay, and so on and so forth. And that's what happens.
Okay, so that's that scene.
Alright.
The next montage scene is Adam, but it's good. It's a good scene. So.
All right. I'm in prison,
Yeah.
and we get the bitch system going, but I'm all for that.
Of course you are.
You actually have a pretty. You have a pretty cellmate.
You're gonna be my bitch. Okay.
Looks a lot like Kevin.
Okay, mine
Vegeta.
is mine is next, and it's negative. So I, as the cops are hauling my friends away, they completely neglect the crazy guy on the street, sitting there, and I pass out, and I wake up, and I am covered in urine, and I am so hungry, and I go to check my pockets, and all of my weed is gone.
Ugh.
Alright.
Nice.
So, next up is Ethan, and it is a negative.
Okay. I try and fight off the cops, and it does not work out. And they take me in after they beat me down.
Just that scene of just batons hitting flesh, just all over your body. Okay.
Oh, by the way, it was Shawshank Redemption before.
Yes, yeah, it was. I figured it out afterward, too. Alright. So, next up is Jeff again, with another negative.
Another negative, I know, okay. Alright. Finally released from the hospital. I've got my electric wheelchair. I kind of control, you know. And I just wallow in my depression for a few weeks. So on. Okay.
Nice.
Be one of those.
Very nice.
Okay.
Alright. Next up is Adam, and it is positive.
Ethan and I are now cellmates.
High fives.
High fives all around.
Oh, very nice, very nice. All right, it's mine, and I'm playing guitar on the side of the street. You know, pretty with the case in front of me. There's a good amount of money in it. You know, as good as it gets for being a street artist. And a guy comes over and he drops a business card into my case.
Nice.
All right.
Mm. Yeah.
So next up is Ethan, and it's negative.
I get a cellmate, and his name is Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.
Jeff, it's a positive.
Okay, here's where it gets good. All right. Okay, so I'm sad. I feel like I will pay my pals a visit in prison. So
How? You're
You're a vegetable.
in my wheelchair. In my
Oh,
wheelchair.
okay. All right.
I'm found
You're
like wheelchair.
pulling a Stephen
What's
Hawking.
he doing?
He's
Okay.
visiting you guys in prison.
So I'm gonna go to prison, talk to Adam, you know, all that. We'll give each other looks because that's all we can do now. And I'm gonna taunt Ethan for being in prison and so on. And then I'll get joy out of that.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Ha ha
I do this
ha.
every day. I do this
Who's
every day.
laughing now?
Yeah.
With your robot keypad.
Yeah. I just got like a button. I push with my forehead and it goes.
Oh god. Alright, next up is Adam, and it's positive.
They changed guards at the prison, and it's the guard that was a fan of us. And so now he didn't take my rubies last time, which I've been using as anal beads because I kept them up there. So I tell him, all right, this time I'll give you these, the real rubies, if you erase all record of me being here. Then he lets me out.
Okay. Next up is me. You see me going into the doctor's office, and the door shuts, and on the plaque it says Dr. Schwartz, Cosmetic Surgeon. Alright, that's the end of that one. Okay, and now it's Ethan, and it's a positive.
Huh.
Your cellmate just left.
Before I leave, I told him that I'd come back for him.
Oh, alright. You're his
Oh, I have
Morgan
hope.
Freeman.
I have hope that I'll be, that he'll come back for me.
Okay, so you
Give
have
me
that
out.
hope. You flash back to the scene of him promising you.
Yes.
Okay. So we're back to Jeff, and it's negative, and it's the last one.
Oh, negative. I was really hoping it was going to be a
So
positive.
these are
but
the
okay.
last 4 scenes before the end of the movie.
I hope I have a negative at the end.
Oh man, this has got to be good. I become a transvestite prostitute.
Quadriplegic.
trying to fulfill my needs.
You
But-
like it? I don't know.
I still have my wig, you know. So,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You know, I gotta.
So good.
It's the closest Kevin could get.
Oh,
And in the doing so, he contracts AIDS and dies a few years later.
oh my god. And Magic Johnson sitting there at his funeral crying. The end.
Yes. Yeah.
Whose funeral?
Fade to black. It's a rainy day.
K-Buds.
Whose funeral?
K-Buds.
Jasper's funeral.
Jeff died.
Yeah, from AIDS.
Died.
Oh yeah, Ethan died.
Oh god.
Uh,
Alright, next up is Adam, and it's bad.
Oh yeah. All right. Scene is 30 years in the future. I never went back to get Ethan. I said move to Mexico.